was up at 6. I thought I'd get up. One thing I really like, hard to get though, are these Henry Lloyd bags. They are kind of, I don't think they're probably waterproofed actually. They are kind of these compression bags, or the waterproof bags, but they have a vent here. So it makes it pretty neat to pack things, because they will expand after a while. But you pretty much can really compress them well. Tie them together. Makes them very easy to pack. Say there is some corrugation here on the hay. Now it's good again. It nearly rattled my tablet mount. Here we back to it. That is corrugation swale here. Unfortunately, my shower packed it in. I charged it, it worked for a little bit, and then it died. And Steve, who is here actually with us, who actually put me on in this shower, he had the same, not from Companion, but looked pretty much exactly the same, just different color, and he had exactly the same happen with it. So I think that batteries in here do not last that long. Of all the Simpson Desert treks, the Hay River trek has the least and easiest dune crossings. However, you can still get caught out if you run incorrect tire pressure. Even though the dunes are smaller, you still need a sand flag at the required height and mounting position. So we're here at the dog leg for the Hay River trek, where you head west. Someone lost parts of his car here.
Is this part of their car?
Yeah. Looks like I don't know whether that's a cargo barrier, and that here looks like a roof, a tray or so.
So we don't know if you can see, but there's spider webs, and Steve doing a dance with spider webs all over the car, collected.
Yeah, we just had a look at Beachcomber number 1. Not much to see, but a plaque and a big open space where they would have all their machinery and sheds and whatever, but otherwise just a plaque, a few canisters and some steel cable. And now we're heading further south. To see how that trek is, because at the moment it's pretty much like a gravel highway with some corrugation. given that there was mining, I'm wondering whether that's all the way now to the QAA, like this. I have to say, the 58 kilometers from Beachcomber Oil Well down to Pöppel's Corner have some of the worst corrugation you can find around there. Absolutely bone-shattering. It's not something I remember fondly, so just keep that in mind. A little bit further along the track, we came across two vehicles driving north, and one of them looked like he was securing his roof rack.
Break. Are you by yourselves?
There's another one coming. Oh, he's quite a bit ahead. Haven't lost your roof rack yet?
Have we lost it?
Barely.
No, it's needed a couple of adjustments. The one on the back's been through a lot and does pretty well, the further back one.
Yeah.
Have you had roof rack problems? No. No,
But I don't have big things on the roof. And it's not gonna get better. We just turned off the hay, now heading to Kilpatha, to the remnants of that indigenous well. There also used to be an old witch hut, one of the indigenous huts. I doubt that that's still there, even though it's still on one of my maps. But anything getting off that track is good, because that is no fun. And in the middle of the desert you have that bad corrugation. That is just crazy. Kilpatha is one of the 9 commonly known native wells, also called Mikiri, that Lindsay visited in 1886. At the time, he was met by 40 surprised natives. He recorded the well as 20 feet deep, with a good supply of water and numerous mia-mias, which are native local huts. August Pöppel and Larry Wells had also taken water from this well when in 1884 they had surveyed the western boundary of Queensland north of Pöppel Corner in 1962. Supposedly there are 15 known Mikiri around the Simpson Desert. My good friend Dennis Battelle retraced 9 known ones from Lindsay's reports. However, it took him 7 trips to find them all. But the indigenous people would have lived off these wells for quite some time. Mind you, usually you still had to dig down, and they had fairly long tunnels in here. Definitely can see how that would have been a very popular area here with the indigenous community. Gidgee Grove, and a huge Gidgee Grove. I mean, that stretches forever. Then you have the well. It's on the fringes of the desert. There's a lot of rock here. It's very soft, light rock. What did you find, Summer, in your explorations?
A flower that smells nice and a quartz rock. And they both match in colour.
Oh yeah, was there more? Was there a tool workshop or?
No, I just found quartz.
Oh, it smells beautiful. Smell it? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've been smelling it the whole time.
Yes. Oh, that is a beautiful smell. Yeah, smell that. You wonder that no one has perfumed that yet. For cream or something. That smells beautiful.
Ooh.
Huh?
Nice.
Very good find. Yeah, I've come across that quite a few times in the desert. Ants, and they grab the grasses, then take something from it and discard the rest and bring that out.
There's kangaroos over there.
We were not keen on getting back on the Hay River track given the corrugation, so we followed some older, less defined tracks south towards the QAA line.
There's kangaroos over there. Oh, they're right there.
That's the first kangaroos in the desert.
Oh, there's more. There's 4. There's 4. There's 4 kangaroos. I saw 2 more. Oh.
These were the first kangaroos I had ever seen in the Simpson Desert. A little bit further along, we came across an old airfield, which I assume would have been used for the oil exploration. We explored a little bit around there and found some remnants of occupation.
Just at the airfield, we found an old drum.
Stop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Should I point the camera down?
Okay. I don't think there's much in there left.
Oh, no, it's just a drum. Oh, okay. Not going to touch that, but...
Some more old building material, I guess, from the mining days. I would like to give you one more example that speed is your friend on many of these dunes. This is Steve doing it fairly slow, and you see how the car bounces around. Especially these kind of wallops where your whole car bounces up and down and nearly all four wheels get off the ground is pretty uncomfortable inside the car, and you have everything what is not tied down flying up to the roof of the car. So now let me show you when I drive that with a little bit more speed. There is none of these repeated slow bouncing, and it's a far more pleasurable drive. This is me now doing the same dune 3 times slower. And you can see, due to the slower speed, the suspension really has the time to completely compress and decompress, and that makes all that wobbling. My high-end suspension and coil springs obviously handle these better than Steve in his Troopy with the stock suspension and rear leaf springs. If you now watch the fast approach again from the drone level, you will see that it's a much easier, much smoother ride than when I do it slow. Here's Steve again with a slow approach from the bird's eye perspective, and you see how it looks like the whole car is lifting off, especially at that particular section. I also have to give a massive shout out to my beautiful daughter Summer, who was an absolute pleasure to travel with and who helped me immensely with filming and tirelessly ran up and down the many dunes. Really like the new GME now, which I have here, which replaced the icon on top. Simple for the fact that everything is nearly dials. I have a dial for squelch, I have a dial for the channels, and I have a dial for volume and on and off. I find that much better than buttons, push buttons like the icon had. And on top of that, the display is readable. It's not a tiny display. Glasses, dark, eyes, so very easy to read for me. Yeah, love it. Come on, chicken, set up.
Yep. We've just parked ourselves on a nice clay can and getting ready to set up.
Diligently writing her diary. Summer did not miss a single diary entry on that whole trip, nor does she at home though.
Are you making fire with a ferro rod?
Trying to. Again though. That's done nearly every day.
Oh, first strike. cooking some dinner.
Pork with Asian sauce, Vietnamese style veggies with a few others mixed in. Then we had black rice and the big long grain from yesterday. So hadn't had any lunch, didn't we? Chicken.
No, we didn't.
So gonna make a bigger portion. And look at this, cooking with the sky, huh?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Smells delicious. Whoa.
Beautiful red rice.
Red? I thought it was black rice.
Oh, black rice. Got to be using whatever is at hand, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Pork with Vietnamese style very good. It's nice. Hint of that spice and so on. Very good. Yeah. Last day in the desert. I woke up at 5:30. It was nice and warm outside, so I thought we're gonna get up and start driving. No way lying in bed there. And yeah, that's what we're doing now. Testing again the Lazer Sentinels. I can tell you, without extra driving lights, I definitely wouldn't want to drive at night, that's for sure. Makes such a difference. And these lasers, as I said many times before, not the brightest of all lights. However, they are bright, but they are probably lights with more distance, for example my fire lights. But for actual driving, the light output and the way how the beam is spread, there are no blind spots. It's just an even, pleasant light. I love it, and at present would rank them the best driving lights you can have. Two vehicles eastbound on the QAA line approaching marker Q14. I have to say the QAA line, I don't know, has become more like a road really. First of all, the sand is so compacted. Every dune is pretty much easy as. I still remember when they were soft as, and not the case anymore. But even worse, there is tons of corrugation in between in the swales. Pretty bad corrugation, I reckon. Fortunately here you have a little bit reprieve then because you have the dunes. But yeah, interesting to see how the desert changes every year again. Mind you, in the 8 years of me doing desert crossings, I hardly ever have it seen getting better, obviously. It just seems to become worse and worse, which I guess makes sense with more and more traffic.
Going up Big Red.
Steve gave the same line a red-hot go in his troop carrier, but run out of puff probably 2/3 in. It really showed on the trip that he used to race, because on that whole trip I've never seen him spin a wheel, and he just had absolutely beautiful throttle control with his troopy. He didn't bother with a second attempt and just took the easier track to the right. I'm still using the Jamec Pem 1000 in the 5th year now to air up my tires, and honestly such a great piece of kit. It makes airing up so easy because you just set the inflation pressure, hook it up and let it do its job. If you're interested, watch my dedicated review of the Jamec Pem 1000. I think it's a great piece of kit. Over the past few years we had a few issues with the sand flags rattling loose over the corrugation. Steve came up with a simple idea to put a bit of duct tape around it, and that worked perfectly.
Arrived in Birdsville.
Yeah. We only had a quick stop in Birdsville, filled up our tanks, had a quick dinner, and then we made our way towards Windora. So Windora Caravan Park, quick one. On tracks chickpea curry mixed with chicken curry. I hope it's not too different. And we just add some rice, few veggies, quick and easy. Bit of extra chicken, bit of rice stretches it. I have to say the on-track meals are a great variation to your menu, and I'm definitely going to carry a few of them on my trips. So, just to give you an example, have a look which one is easier to read, this map here or up here, the Explorers. That's why I like the HEMA, some of the HEMA older maps, the raster maps, because it's very easy to see where you are, the towns. Yeah, here you have to zoom much closer, but just not as easy to read as this. So that is my big scale overview map, which is memory maps for all, and then Explorers are on the background. Unfortunately, we drove past Mary and Meg at the Elroy station a bit too early to stay for the night, but we certainly said hello and had a coffee there. So if you drive past there, it's a beautiful place to stay for the night. Check out my Elroy station stay video. Shit, Ninken had a bit of water. Never seen that all underwater. I guess the caravan park would be also underwater a fair bit. Bridge. Yeah guys, this is the end of our epic Flinders and Simpson Desert adventure. Thank you very much to Steve for being such a great travel companion, and especially to my beautiful daughter, who once more proved to be an excellent travel companion and great help for all my filming. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please keep in mind this is a self-funded channel, so I would greatly appreciate if you could help me out by sharing, liking and subscribing. And if you can, please consider head over to Patreon or buy me a coffee, and with the equivalent of a cup of coffee or two per month, you can really help me making these videos. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you along the tracks.